Jonathan Gannon not only spoke about, we kind of buried the lead, playoff football, but how about maybe a playoff participant on his playoff team eventually in one big number 56, Darius Robinson. Here's JG on Darius.
Yeah, we'll take it day by day, but yeah, he's on track to play.
Now, if you're a fan of this Fanboy podcast, we reported last Friday on our show, check the tape, that the plan was always Minnesota. We had heard Minnesota, that was the date, but then Darius had a banner practice, and it's like, oh, could he maybe play against Seattle? And you and I and Craig and Dan were probably going to play. And then we got tipped off Sunday and confirmed, like, not Darius is out this weekend. And there were a lot of people who saw that and they were like, Darius is a bust. Get him out of here. He's never going to play. It's like, wait a minute, guys. Hang on a second. He's not a bust. Actually, he looked pretty flipping good in practice last week. And they are going to unveil him this weekend, and he is going to wreak havoc against an injury-prone offensive line for the Minnesota Vikings. Am I wrong here, Bo?
No, I think that's what we've heard, some intel from players and people around this organization that are privy to how he's done during the closed portion of practice, say that he's a game wrecker and he's going to be one of the best players on the defense immediately.
Yes.
As soon as he kind of finds his sea legs out there. So they have slow played this. They've been cautious, and I think they're playing it about as right as you possibly can. What team in the NFL NFC playoff picture is going to be able to add a player the caliber potentially of Darius Robinson? The Arizona Cardinals, I think that's a huge advantage. I mean, I know it's the side of the football that's actually playing really well right now, but could you get off the field a couple more times? When you're trying to get off the field for the Seahawks in that final field goal drive for them, can you stop that because you got a number 56, finishing the job and putting the quarterback on his backside there? That's what you want to see. That's I think the edge that Darius Robinson can give you immediately. And to hear from Budda Baker and Zaven Collins today to continue to reinforce, the caliber of kid and player this is. And then now that Jonathan Gannon with the most definitive, he's on track to play instead of it's just a day-to-day thing, even though he included that continues to be the process. You're looking at Darius Robinson now, Johnny, with the bonus practice last Monday, 4 practices last week and 3 practices this week, 7 practices under his belt, should be in a good position to make an impact come Sunday for the Cards.
This is not a dip in your toe in too. Like, I fully expect him to be unleashed. If he's active, he'll have a role. And again, to your point, like, I know a lot of people say, well, he wouldn't have made a difference. You don't know that. Like, Darius Robinson was drafted not to be a space eater, not to be a run defender necessarily. He's making impact plays beyond the line of scrimmage, like tackles for loss. You're telling me you don't think he can get after Sam Darnold this week? Typically turnover-prone Sam Darnold, knock a pass down, tip a pass, force an incompletion that suddenly becomes an interception. Like, that's what Darius is projected to be. So the sooner you can have that back, an elite run defender on top of that. I mean, they're having Aaron Jones can't hang on the football for the Minnesota Vikings. He fumbled again against the Bears yesterday. Yeah. I just feel like the defense has so much going for it right now. The infusion of youth. I didn't think Baron Browning was great yesterday. He was okay. Zaven playing well. Dante Stills playing well. LJ Collier playing well. And then you look at the DBs. Taylor Demerson, Budda, Max Melton, Starling Thomas, Jalen Thompson should be back. Like, I expect the defense. I know they cooked up Chicago pretty good, did the Vikings. I think this defense is going to put on another show. I think this is who they are. Like, they got their DNA all over, Gannon and JG with their fingerprints all over this defense.
As well as the defense is played, but for somebody to come and say, well, I don't think Darius can make an impact, you might as well just be like, hi, I'm a casual. Nice to meet you. I'm a casual. Hello. Yeah, perfect. 3 of 4 Seahawks go on 3rd down. One of them was a rushing play from Charbonnet. You don't think that Darius Robinson can go fill a gap there and take down a ball carrier? What we saw just in his sample size in preseason, he was already drawing penalties from offensive linemen, driving offenses back, putting pressure on opposing quarterbacks and in the backfield. He's going to make an impact when he's in that rotation. And like Jonah Williams, who played every single snap yesterday, and when Kyler Murray was reinserted last November and played every single snap and made an impact on the offense, Darius Robinson has the potential to come back as 27th overall pick to make an impact. Like, he's going to be their best interior defensive lineman pretty close to as soon as he makes his debut.
Bo's going to be in Minnesota this weekend. He is going to see Darius's debut. And like, I'm fine. I put that out there. Like, people are skeptical. I know Gannon's kind of playing both sides as the head coach. Darius is playing this weekend. Unless Darius Robinson, God forbid, has another injury in practice, he's playing this weekend. We're not doing the dog and pony show. It's important for us to be honest with everybody here. Darius could have played yesterday. They said, you know what? We're gonna be smart, because this is a smart organization now, and we're gonna wait. And he's gonna come this weekend, and he's gonna look like a guy with his head on fire. He's going to be 56 is going to be all over the field. It's not going to be Jonah Williams out there respectfully trying to play himself back into shape. It's going to be Darius Robinson looking to kick ass and take names against Sam Darnold. That's what I expect this weekend.
Be great to see. It would be a welcome addition to this defense that's already playing at a high level. And you know what Minnesota is going to feature as far as their offense and what trying to get the ball and push the ball downfield to those playmakers. It gets a little bit tougher when you've got pressure right in your face from somebody playing a 3 or 5 technique. It would be huge for this defense. It would be an absolute upgrade. I mean, as well as the defense played, like, Darius Robinson gives you the chance, instead of, in an offensive series for the Seahawks yesterday, to get off the field a little bit earlier, to push and put these teams in second and third and long, instead of second and third and manageable, and where they can kind of move the chains and stay on the field a little bit longer. It puts the ball, maybe gives your offense a couple more opportunities a game. And that's all you're looking for. Like, are you going to look for like some gaudy sack numbers? I don't know if you'll necessarily get that, but he's going to make an impact for this team, and he's going to make it ASAP for the Cardinals.